Good morning. Matt Groover here. I've been reading through Ephesians, and Paul has so much to say about how we live our individual lives as those who are called. And it's interesting that it's the same word that speaks about us being the called out ones, and also the group of called out ones, which is called the church, is tied into the same Greek word. So it's the gathering of the called out ones. But how we as Christ followers lead our lives individually impacts how the church is seen. And so Paul and biblical writers speak continually about how we walk, where we go, what we do, why we do it. And because all of those things are seen in the world we live in. Paul says it this way in chapter 4, verse 1 of Ephesians. As a prisoner of the Lord, then, I urge you to live a life worthy of the calling you have received. And when he says live, it in other translations it says walk. I believe that's New American Standard, and then I believe the New Living Translation says lead. But the idea being conveyed there is that what we do in our lives, the things that we decide to do, the things that we are motivated to do, reflect the character of Jesus. And Paul will go on in the following verses to speak about, with all humility then, embrace the grace that is in Christ. Embrace the love that is in God. And those are the things that we receive from the Lord to empower us and motivate us to walk, to be, to go, and to do, to impact the world that we live in by fellowship with Him. And that's why it's so important that we stay tied to Him and connected to one another. The church is the voice that the world sees. And we can pick on it, we can beat it up, but we really need to be careful, because the people of God are the church. And the only way we will win the day is by staying tied to the source of love, by walking out our lives in the love of God. So be challenged today, keep close to Jesus, walk with Him, and lead a life that is worthy of the calling you've received in Him. Have a great day.